Dr. Mark Changizi here with your Science Moment. Today I'm going to talk about mandatory hijab in the Muslim world, and especially Iran, where Mahsa Amini, there's been protests for a couple weeks now. And the reason I'm wearing this hat is because I look ridiculous, and in particular, I just look incredibly different than I do under my normal self. In fact, actually, I have hair for the first time in a few years, and that provides a subtly different look, but not nearly the same as this. Or just to pull out things from my wife's closet, which don't fit my big head. Something like this would be a completely different mojo than wearing that last one, versus something like this, which another completely different kind of personality type and character is sort of given across or communicated by virtue of that. Now, men, we can change our beard quite a bit, and I've done another Science Moment 100 or so ago, where when I took my mask off finally, I actually had a goatee, and that can change the nature of what a man looks like considerably. But women have a much greater ability to modulate their look, their personality type, on the basis of the way they want to grow their hair, and once it's whatever level it is, the kinds of stuff that they want to do to it, or curl it, or straighten it, or just do tremendous varieties of things that most of us men don't really appreciate, but we just notice, like, oh my God, you look totally different than other times. One's hair, human hair, isn't necessarily like other parts of your body's hair or other animals' hair. There's certainly plenty of functional reasons for why animals evolved hair. But our hair just keeps on growing relatively indefinitely, and there's surely sexual reasons for the kinds of hair that we have, and that it's designed to be seen. All of these things, to the extent that that you're healthy enough, genetically healthy enough, having enough good food and good things are going on in your life, that you can have luxurious hair. Well, that's a signal that you're healthy and somebody worth mating potentially. So these things are probably not just hair that's designed to keep you warm or whatever, but are in fact meant to be seen. Hair is meant to be seen. Human hair is meant to be seen. It's part of the signaling and part of what makes a person, the look and the person and their identity, what they are. And people get some degree of choice in that, right? Now, I look like a completely different personality with those hats on, ridiculous hats, but hair is even much more so, because you don't treat it as an occlusion, something we talked about. These, at first, you might say just sort of as an occlusion blocking Mark's face, but I think even with these, you already perceive me. It becomes part of my body. That's why clothes are interesting, fashion shows, which I'll talk about some other time in the future. What makes them interesting is that the clothes are perceived as part of the body, not mere occlusions, and that changes your entire perception of the nature of the creature that you're perceiving. And hair is crucial to that, right? Hair is more crucial than almost any other part of your body except for your face. But it's one of the only ways that we have to modulate, either on a daily basis, depending if you've got long hair, or changing longer hair or shorter hair at a time, to create your own avatar in life, to modulate your avatar about what you want to look like. You've got your clothes, of course, that you can do that, and we all do that with fashion and so forth. But the only thing that's really you that you could change, that gives you that kind of new kind of avatar or look, is your own hair. The point being that hair is a big deal. Being asked to cover over your hair, as I talked about in a recent Science Moment video, is that no, I'm not going to cover my hair because it's my fucking head, right? It's my fucking hair and it's part of my personality, and you have no right to tell me. And it's an important thing that I want to signal to show the kind of person that I am, right? So I just want to put in context what it is that women in these countries like Iran are being asked to cover over. So when you look at a bunch of people side by side and they're all with hijab, and I'm not talking about like Tehran, the sexy parts of Tehran, which are very urban, where they all have sort of very different kinds of headscarves and they're barely on their heads. No, the black kind of more traditional headscarves, which make 100 radically different looking women, all, at least to Western eyes, look like the same damn person, right? They lose so much of their identity and their personal mojo. They are so constrained in what they can show when their hair is removed, and the variability that the hair provides for them is taken away. And that was your science moment. If you're And I wanted to mention, I guess, one more thing, which is why I'm pausing. So you imagine, I think there's a very good case to be made, and it's a little bit counterintuitive about the degree to which hair is crucial to what it is to be human. And even that is still a pale shadow of the importance of the human face. And to imagine that for 2 years, people all over the world, including Iran, were told to wear something over your face, and it just doesn't matter. Even if you didn't believe in the cardiovascular harms and the skin tears, and you believed it was effective, and you didn't see any of the other kinds of... The idea that hair, as important as it is to what our personalities and identities are, the face is infinitely more important, right? That was your science moment.